and gentlemen, welcome to The Shift. I'm Sir Aimézing, joined by my lovely co-host, Sareta Baby, and we're also joined today by Life with KC. Now, Kim, you're a mental health advocate, blogger, YouTuber. Give the people a little bit of a background of everything you do exactly.
So I've been using my experience with mental illness and mental health in general to speak out and try and end the stigma around mental health in general. I'm using my blog, Instagram, and now I'm on YouTube. So I'm talking out and trying to reach out to young kids, people my age, anybody really that wants to listen and get tips about how to deal with their mental illnesses and anything like that that has to do with mental health.
That's amazing, Kim. What inspired you to begin this venture?
I really struggled when I was younger. I felt like I really needed help and somebody to look up to. I felt like nobody was really speaking out, and somebody needed to talk and say that it was okay if you were struggling with anxiety, with depression, things like that. And I've recently been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I kind of feel at a loss, like nobody's really speaking out, saying it's okay. And acting like it's okay and being open and honest and authentic in social media is something you don't really find. Really, in social media, you see everybody's highlight reel. You're kind of comparing yourself to everybody. So being authentic on Instagram is hard, but that's really what I feel like you need sometimes, and you want somebody to open up to, and that's what I'm doing for people on Instagram and on YouTube now.
Okay. It is beautiful. Now, let me ask you this, Kim, because you highlighted it by talking about how people highlight things on social media specifically. Why do you think someone going through an issue that's really rapid throughout the country and throughout the world, why do you think people are so intimidated to get in front of a camera or get behind a computer and write about it and talk about it more in an open forum, which, based on my experience, I know also helps in that situation for everybody?
Right. It's so highly stigmatized in the world, and stigma is so, around mental health. It's so sad because when you talk about mental health openly, it gets awkward. It gets really it gets awkward and it gets weird when you bring up mental illness in any way. Anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, anything that you might have, it's everywhere in the world. But when you talk about it to even your family member, they might not know how to react. So when you are open about it in a mental illness, you do get, the stigma around it because there's just a negative stereotype around mental illness. So when you are diagnosed or when you feel like you might have something going on, you don't want to bring it out or talk about it because you feel like you're going to be judged or, talked down to or anything like that.
So what strength do you feel like your work can give other young individuals that are suffering from a mental illness? And what types of advice would you give someone that want to chase their dreams?
I think seeing me on, YouTube, it might look like I have all the confidence in the world, but I really don't. I have so much anxiety, and it takes a lot for me to actually get up there and put myself out there, but I really have a lot of anxiety, and it takes a lot for me to do it. So younger kids or anybody really that watches me can see that you can still, even if you are diagnosed with something or have, even just small struggles in your life that you're going through, you can follow your dreams and you can still do what you want to do in life, even if you have the mental illness or anything, any type of physical illness, anything, you can still do what you want to do.
Kim, talk to me about the difficulty. What I want to convey to people is that it's not easy for you to do any of your videos or even be that open. So talk to people about what it takes out of you in order to kind of come out of your own skin in that way.
I think, like I said, it's really hard for somebody that has anxiety, and honestly, bipolar disorder, it's two poles with bipolar disorder. You're either really up there and ready to do a bunch of things, or you're really depressed. And when you have any type of mental illness, it's hard every day. You have to be a warrior in this mental illness, and every day is a struggle. So being there for other people, because when I started this, I started to get a following. I started to get people to depend on me and coming to me with their problems. So once I started that, I started to get these people coming to me. So I feel like it is really hard, but I really am happy that I started it. I feel like it helps me as much as I'm helping other people. And I'm proud of myself, but it is hard. There's so much anxiety around it, and every single day, like I said, it's a struggle to sometimes get out of bed, but I think it's important, and knowing that it's really important and that I'm making a difference gets me to do it.
Definitely. So before we go, how would you say a person should seek help and to feel comfortable in what they're going through? How did you seek help?
I think the most important part is getting a diagnosis. If you feel like you might be going through anxiety, anxiety is a common, feeling that you get. You get anxious when you do something like this. You guys probably get that, like, butterflies in your stomach and everything like that. Like, you're in front of a camera, you get anxiety. But when you have that, like, over-the-line anxiety, maybe you should see a doctor and see if you have an anxiety disorder. If you're feeling a little extra sad or something like that, maybe you have depression. Those people can help you. Doctors and therapists can help you. Seeing somebody to talk to is so important and can help you so much. And I think really getting a diagnosis really is important in the first step. And then reaching out to somebody you trust, I think, is really important. And it took me a long time to come out and do this on YouTube and everything, but I think that I finally did because there's so many things in the community now and out there on social media. So there's apps that can help you. There's an app called Huddle that can help you, where you can go out and talk to different people going through the same difficulties. There's all different kinds of things that you can look up, support groups, things like that.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful. Before we go, Kim, I want you to let everybody know where they can find you as far as your blog, Instagram, and YouTube.
Okay, so I have a blog. It's called lifewithkc.com. I'm on Instagram, and it's _lifewithkc, and I'm on YouTube, youtube.com/Kim Charleson. So I'll see you guys on there if you're interested.
Definitely. If you have any questions or any thoughts that might cross your mind where you think maybe your anxiety is a little bit unique than the quote-unquote average person, please feel free to reach out to _lifewithkc. We are going to take a shift right now. That's going to be it for now.
What's happening, everybody? This is The Shift. Once again, I am Ace the Outsider. I'm joined by a good friend, Samaria. She's the owner of a wellness business. So, Samaria, tell us about that.
So the name of my business is Sunni Blu Health and Wellness. What we currently focus on is customized meal planning. We create healthy snacks that we also sell and distribute. And we are also soon to be producing some other new products, so stay tuned.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. So I met you at a friend's event. You had a vendor set up and everything like that. You had the brownies, you had the quinoa and some vegetables type stuff. And I usually don't eat vegan. I mean, I balance my meals out. So, like, I prefer vegan foods, but I'm not a vegan.
Okay.
But, so, like, I try to balance. So, like, if Mom makes some stuffed shells, I'm going over there to eat some stuffed shells. But if I'm at a restaurant, I'm going to prefer to get, like, a salad or, like, a veggie burger or something like that. So, I try.
We call it flexitarian.
Flexitarian?
Yeah.
I like that. Flexitarian. I'm with that. Word. So tell us about some of the products that you have.
So some of the products that I have on my Sunny snack line, we have a mango quinoa salad. We also have our vegan brownies that you tried at the event. We just created actually a vegan chocolate chip cookie that's really good. I wanted to bring it, but I ran out of time. Yeah, it was so good. We have our sweet potato and orange cake, and we're just constantly always producing things, always working in the kitchen, trying to figure out new recipes, trying to make healthy, good, and sustainable.
Right, absolutely. So when you do these meal plans, do you kind of walk your clients through what to pick, or? Okay.
So when I create a meal plan for a client, I have them fill out an intake form so I understand exactly what their needs are. And based on that information, I'm able to generate a customized meal plan. The meal plan tells them exactly what they should eat down to the ounce, 3 ounces of chicken, a cup and a half of vegetables. And we also look at any deficits they may be having in their diet. You're not getting enough fiber, so let's increase the fiber. You're not getting enough protein, let's increase the protein. What are you looking to have? Are you looking to build more muscle? Are you looking just to slim down?
Right.
So we really work with the client on a very personal level, just to make sure that they reach their goals.
Good. I think Aimézing's gonna have to talk to you because he's a big guy, and like I try to put him on to the vegan thing a little bit, but he's just like, it's not enough, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he's a big guy. He's he's got a lot of mass to him,
Yeah.
so he needs a different type of diet or a different type of
It's
amount.
hard. Veganism it's a commitment.
Right. So, and you have your degree in human nutrition, right?
Yes.
So part of learning about what type of meals to create for a person's size was covered in your degree, or is that something you have to look for outside?
No, it was all covered within my degree. I do external research just to stay current because I did graduate in 2013 and things are constantly changing.
Gotcha.
So I do like to do my own research and stay current on what's going on, what the new fads are, what people are interested in.
Right.
Because you get people who say, well, what about this diet? And it's like, well, I've done my research, that's probably not the best diet. And that's another thing. With Sunni Blu Health and Wellness, we try not to say the word diet because I don't believe in dieting.
Gotcha.
When I say diet, when we create a meal plan, what we do is we create something that's sustainable, something that you can do. It's a lifelong journey.
Right.
We call it a lifelong journey because health and wellness, you have your ups, you have your downs. And at the end of the day, we're all just trying to be healthy. We're all trying to live the best life we can live. So we like to go on that journey with you to get you there so that you can say, you know what? I've eaten healthy for 6 days.
Yeah.
I can have a day of indulgence.
Red velvet cake all day or something like that.
I wouldn't say all day.
Why not? Come on. I need a little bit of flexibility. I'm vegetarian, so I need some dessert, some cakes, some rice pudding, a little bit of everything.
That's true.
Okay, all right. So I can use a cheat day if I get a.
Yeah, I feel like what we do a cheat meal. So throughout the week you have that one meal where you're like, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna eat that cheeseburger and those cheese fries and drink that soda.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because anything that's too restricting, you don't stick with for too long.
Absolutely.
So we don't like to make it restricting, and we also like to, even within the meal plan, include foods that you're gonna enjoy. If you don't like eating kale, I'm not gonna put kale on your meal plan.
Okay, gotcha.
Because it's not something you're interested in eating, and I'm not gonna force you to eat it.
Yeah.
But we may say, instead of kale, let's try spinach. Do you mind spinach?
Right. Gotcha. All right. I see that. So now I'm gonna throw you a curveball question.
Okay.
So there are a lot of books, a lot of resources that say that you should eat according to your genetic makeup, your race, your ethnicity, things like that. So has that ever come into play, or do you plan to shift plans, especially specialized for people who have African descent? Because normally some people theorize that those diets usually consider less meat in their diets or their lifestyle.
I do, to some degree, I do kind of work with that belief because it is my belief that, not only my belief, but it's been proven that majority of African Americans are lactose intolerant.
Right.
Or they have a lactose sensitivity. So when I create meal plans, I do encourage my clients to eat yogurt for the probiotics, but I try to do non-dairy yogurt. I do encourage my clients to drink milk, but I try to do non-dairy milk,
right.
Especially if they're African American, because what they'll see is when you eliminate those dairy products, you'll start to see weight loss immediately because you're like, oh my gosh, and you'll start to feel more energy. You'll start to feel healthier, and you being a flexitarian, I know you know.
Yeah, I cut out milk a long time ago, a lot of dairy milk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very, there's some truth to that eating for your ethnicity has been proven to work. I mean.
Word. Okay, that's awesome. And speaking of eating for our ethnicity, we're doing a demonstration later.
Yes.
I'm excited for that. So guys, we're gonna do. What do we have on the menu for today?
It is a buffalo dip, no chicken, vegan.
Buffalo, no chicken. You know where you live?
I know.
Okay, all right. I ain't gonna bash you too much, but yeah. So that's gonna be interesting because it's gonna have the same taste that we're used to, sort of, but it's also going to be something without chicken.
Healthier option.
I'm excited.
But an indulgent option.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? All right, I like that a lot. So, guys, that's the shift. We're going to have the demonstration. We're going to get set up for that real quick. Samaria, thank you for coming in. Can't wait to get started with this Sunni Blu Health and Wellness. So, yeah, let's get to it, guys.
Welcome back to The Shift. I'm really excited because we have Samaria here from Sunni Blu Health and Wellness. Samaria, what will we be cooking today?
We are going to make a cauliflower buffalo dip. So this is a completely vegan meal that we're going to be preparing. And the first thing we're going to start off with is fresh cauliflower that you can find at any supermarket that you go to. So we take the fresh cauliflower. This has already been pre-steamed. We steam it, and then we add in a couple of things. So Anthony, would you like to add in the cheese?
Wait.
Whoa.
Sanitizer, folks.
Good call, fam.
We have
Good
to add
call,
in the...
fam.
Y'all be watching.
I got you.
All of us.
Now I'm watching when you invite me over to eat a meal. That's crazy. That's crazy right there, man. You gotta mix it all up.
We did wash our
See.
hands before we came here.
See, my uncle taught me how to chef, you know what I'm saying? My uncle, he'd be there with the ashy knuckles and all that. So, I mean, all right, so what am I starting with?
Okay. We're going to start with the cheese. And the cheese is a vegan cheese. So we're going to actually, let me pour the cauliflower into the larger bowl.
Okay, cool.
And then we're going to start with a vegan cheese. So
The whole thing?
Yep, the whole thing.
Should I do the,
Sprinkle it. Bring some on.
bam. Oh,
All of it. Here. Oh.
Can you use this?
okay. Oh, this, good call.
Knife, use your hands.
You're right.
That's bad.
Put a little finger work up in there.
Okay.
Here we go.
And then we can add the seasoning.
I'll let
This
you try
one?
that.
Yep, it's a mixture of garlic salt and
I need to be like that.
You need to depend.
and onion
Salt
powder.
Okay.
And then the cream cheese.
Does that mean?
Yes,
You trying to
that's,
say I'm cheesy?
I didn't say it. And that is a vegan cream cheese.
Right. So it's
the
not even really cheese. It's just.
So is it like not dairy?
It's not dairy.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
And it's soy
Or is
free.
it
I
just-
always try to find soy free products.
It smells so
And
good.
these products can be found at Wegmans.
It's so creamy.
Can I add in my favorite part?
Yes.
You like the hot sauce
The hot sauce.
in my bag? Swag.
I like that.
I keep hot sauce in my bag.
So now all we have to do is mix it all together. You can either put it in your oven or your crock. Go ahead, dig it. Our hands are clean.
I can do that.
Our hands
do
are
that.
clean.
No, I want to get my hand.
You wanna get nasty
I want to
with
get
it?
my hand in there. You
Get
know, I'm
na-
kinda-
oh, get nasty.
like grandma used to do. Just,
That's what I'm talking about.
Got the twist on there. You
I think I
got
want him to sanitize again for a time, just so I can see it visually.
No, this is great. This is a switch because last week we had pastelillos for lunch. So
yeah,
this is a switch.
pastelillos.
This works.
Pastelillos, and we had
I gotta cut in my hand. This kind of
deviled eggs still in the fridge, just for the record.
work.
We didn't finish them. It's just like 3 of them.
Beautiful. All right.
Bam.
And
Want to look?
what would our final product
The
look
final
like?
product, pulling it right out of the oven. Ta-da!
Ooh,
Beautiful.
wow.
Yes.
Beautiful.
That looks.
And we have some
Try some of
chips.
that.
Yes, and we have some chips. Goes great with tortilla chips, vegetables.
Wow.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
Whew.
I don't mind if I mix and match. You don't want to mix and match? I don't mind. It's all going to the same. The sewer system, you feel me? It's all going there, you know.
Let me know what you guys think.
For sure.
It is all vegan and a pretty healthy grab
I
of
just
chip.
need a chip.
I
Yes.
need a good chip, big chip. Wow, you took the exact chip I want. That's crazy.
Super excited.
Oh, yeah.
Spicy?
It's very good.
Right pick.
Can you tell that it's vegan though?
I can't. Can you tell us, vegan?
I can't. Well, I'm actually
no one
a
knows.
huge fan of the cauliflower. I like it even more than the chili. I mean, of the chicken.
I agree. Wow.
Flour is good, but
We're so happy to have you on the show.
I get it.
You know, but
I get it.
it's good though.
Thank you.
It is.
I'm trying to watch my figure, honestly. You know.
Watch your shirt too, though, because we are also going to be giving a shirt giveaway to a special audience.
Let me stand aside one more time before I touch this shirt. So, as Sareta stated, excuse me, folks, some good chicken wing dip. These shirts are custom made with a specific quote. And we actually had 2 winners today. We had Ruben and Ziggy, 2 members of our audience that won. They each win their own version of and their first official Shift t-shirt giveaway of this quote. It's been about 50 years actually since Dr. King was assassinated, and that's why I chose this quote. And it's something that you typically would not see somebody quote Dr. King for, and I think it's extremely powerful and deep. What y'all think of the shirt?
That's the one. That's a bomb
Fire?
quote. That's a bomb quote. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
Aimézing, right?
Okay.
Ha ha ha.
And on that note,
All right, the shift is over. So we are clocking out now. If you like what you have seen, go to Life with Casey, go to Sunni Blu Health and Wellness, go to Ace the Outsider, or go to Aimézing, or go to Sareta Baby, and send us any type of feedback that you feel in your heart.
Yeah.
already everything on Instagram, by the way.
The Shift&Crew. Yeah, the Shift&Crew.
We're
At
signing
the
out.
Shift&Crew. Saucy.